calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so much to combat.
And now the rookie's free.
It's over.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Snap comes to Murray at 1. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Eddie Goldman with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray forced out to his left. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conlon, and he's going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. they go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First down, Arizona.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Murray now. And one more time, here's Kirk. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Murray to air it out again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
On 1st down, it's Fields. But he's got his target, Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
21-0 our score after 1. One play action, Fields. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Santos with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Murray off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Ooh, the juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, Fields. That's complete to John Ross. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch out, watch out.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields from 17 yards out. And the Bears open the lead up to 34-0. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, You get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Hester. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Meanwhile, Fields' throw there into the hands of Ross. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Play action. It's Fields. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Edmonds. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point good by Prater. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful 1st half of football. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Hester to return from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. A final shot before the break. Fields. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the league with a splash.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first. Murray fighting, lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't. Touchdown, Bears! John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Murray now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, it's Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Edmonds a first down and more. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 30 on second down, Murray. Here's a diving catch right side.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Bang, 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 bang.
Murray going to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on second and goal? Here's Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals claw one back. Prater for the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Going for the deep ball. They've got his man complete.
You know they pay me for
touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 75 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable. Extra point good by Prater. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. But
that's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hester to return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Going deep downfield for Ross. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A huge play there for Chicago. Pretty good play by both the thrower and the catcher there, Charles. 3rd down, showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And what I liked about the play was his receiver's understanding that everything wasn't on time back in the pocket. Rhythm was off a little bit. He adjusted as well and gave them a chance to complete that play.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's a 2nd down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Play fake. Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Running left, here's Edmonds. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And Fitzgerald has got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Prater for the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A huge play there for Chicago.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Let's go, defense.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And he's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Alec Ogletree in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Murray's got to have this one. Flush to his right. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Hey, we got a seal. Hey, I'm coming up. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Arizona, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.